Yeah, to whisper to you.
It's backslash. It's backslash.
Some shit.
I think.
Oh, right there, it's
backslash.
written /WGM and then the message.
Yeah.
/W space
He's
GM.
about to send you a
and
highly
message.
worded letter.
No, it's just
Yep.
his rolls. It's just his rolls for the day.
My name.
I did roll them for that interaction.
My name is Romus the Wizard.
But,
And I am a
think
white
that's
man.
because I. Oh, there it
in
is.
America.
It's GM roll. There it is. Because I can send you a whisper, but how do you do the command, right?
There's
you
gonna be
did it.
/whisper.
Well, if you do /whisper, then it does a whisper command instead of a roll command.
right. Well,
Let me get my fish out before it burns.
Isn't it like /W space GM and then you type the message? Space message.
sort of.
Yeah, I'm about to do it right now. I'm about to send him a nice worded letter.
I won't read it.
Oh, I'll just put my turn to send it back.
Save your time. Just save your time.
I'll tell everybody I'll wait for the movie.
Yeah, like I was gonna say though.
No, just kidding.
You know how last week I said I might have to miss the game on the 16th. Turns out I'm moving back on the 14th, so I should be available on the 16th.
Okay,
Yeah. So that's all.
Send it to him.
that's good. Well, that's not even like. There's no capitalization. There's no question mark or period. No comma.
It's just sloppy writing at this point.
It's not even a good insult.
Are you even trying? Yeah. Like,
I mean,
I'm not even trying.
I mean, right now I'm just gonna have to.
I mean, you would have a lot of red marks on that, I'm guessing, from a teacher.
Let's see. Let's see. Okay. That'll work.
I got a 2 out of what?
Huh? What?
I got 2 out of 20.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
I see it right there.
So why don't we recap what happened last game?
Yeah, especially since one of us wasn't there.
Well, I was about to say I think he's back yet, but he is.
Is he here?
I'm finishing up cooking now.
He's here.
Okay.
Barely.
Well, picking up from where we left off. So the adventurers, known as the Curse Breakers, have since, for about a week now, left the port town known as Port Anzaru and made their way deeper into Cholt, specifically the jungles of Cholt, which makes up 90%, if not more, of the island of Cholt. And the reason being, you have all set out to explore the origins and the happenings of the Death Curse, a powerful magical curse that has spread out through the entirety of Faerun, the Forgotten Realms in which you are all home to. It has transcended past the material plane, across and affecting pretty much every creature who has been brought back from the dead. And in that you have gone through accumulating funds, gaining notoriety, fighting in the Colosseum, getting allies from the Church of Zavris, and no, sorry. Is that true? That's his name, right? Zavris?
It was Zavris, I think, right?
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I've
The
been
god or whatever.
I've been working on my homebrew world. I'm starting to blend too many things together. So made some friends at the Temple of Zavris and are on your expedition. It's been about a week. You've run into a few things: zombies, undead, albino dwarves that ended up having a small kind of cult following with a creature that was granting them power in exchange for offerings.
T-Rex.
A T-Rex that was a great time for everybody.
Mosquitoes.
Yes.
Actually,
Dwarves.
the T-Rex is a good time, especially for the dwarf.
Exactly. but also you guys did find get your boat stolen by some Batiri goblins. Had a trek across the jungle, and for now just over a week now, you've all traipsed through and have been making your way to the Aldani Basin in search of the Red Wizards of Thay, powerful organization within the material world consisting of a magocracy, and you have been looking for clues. You have found some information and made it to the Aldani Basin, fought some insect swarms, dealt with some undead dinosaurs below the waters, and were able to find out a couple of places you might be able to travel to. Mabala being one of them, and the Heart of Utau. Making your way to the Heart of Utau, still within the Aldani Basin, but more with less bog-esque area and more open space, with soft ground and still this sort of wilderness and jungle-like feeling. You saw the Heart of Utau, which is this earth moat that rotates ever so slowly 100 feet off the ground, overlooking the southern part of the Aldani Basin. You all figured out a way to get up there. Irvin was able to create a grappling hook with some survival checks and a very strong throw, allowed you all to anchor and climb your way up, a very difficult task, into the Heart of Utau. Shaped like a heart, you all made it into the cave entrance of this moat and found that it was a very small, spacious laboratory constructed within inside of it, and basically the research area now of what you have all come to know is a archmage by the name of Valindra Shadowmantle. And with that, though some of you were wary and skeptical, and our paladin Irvin learned some information, you all did settle on an agreement with Valindra to aid her in her pursuit, and she would aid you vice versa, in exchange for some leniency with the Soulmonger. What you have all learned to be the source of the death curse. Whatever the Soulmonger is, it is feasting and taking in the souls from across the world through some sort of powerful magic. And that's kind of where you all left off after Valindra had taken an hour of her time to teleport back to Neverwinter to collect some more supplies, more information. And when she returned, she did reveal to you that she believes that the Soulmonger is resting within an ancient city known as Omu. You've also found out that is considered our version of El Dorado, a city of gold, long lost and considered to be myth. And that's basically where you have all been for the last week. So with that, within the Heart of Utau, within the laboratory of Valindra Shadowmantle, amongst her books and research, her alchemy supplies, she moves around, combing through books casually as you all kind of bring yourself to get rested at about maybe 4 to 5 p.m. at night. Plenty of time in the day, but it is getting dark out. So with that, I would say, what would you all like to do?
Didn't we get like some scrolls or in the spell book? Who has those?
Whomever would have wanted to take them. She did offer 2 scrolls of Arcane Gate.
Let's probably give those to Owen, since he's probably going to be the most likely to be able to use them efficiently.
Well, that would be up to you all.
Anyone else have any suggestion for that?
I mean, there's scrolls, right?
Yes.
Nah,
Still
I don't
taking.
really-
I don't
really
mean-
Well, I mean, if we give one to Owen, he could potentially copy it down so he could learn the spell, couldn't he?
As per her wizard thing, yes, he can. But within the rules of it's still a higher level spell. It will take an extended period of amount of time plus the gold required to do so. And this you can own for your.
Oh. Aside from that,
You can give me a check.
bracelets.
Oh, I'm muted. What are you giving me?
We got 2 scrolls of, spell scrolls of Arcane Gate. Do you want to hold on to them?
Sure, I'll take them. Did you say I could roll,
Yes.
GM? Okay. How many times?
Well, I would say about once. You were manning the boat, so you guys wouldn't have to ditch it on in the basin, and then you took time to hide it
Okay.
later. You've kind of actually been more busy on the flavor side.
Utility side, yeah.
Yeah.
I got you.
But with that, I think right now you're a bit distracted, especially with what Belindra's given you. You do start trying to take some time with the notes, but every time you comb through the book, you are kind of sidetracked into some of the other stuff she's working on, and some of the books she has on herself. Particularly the 2 books, the 2 scrolls she's given so far, and a book she hasn't okayed you to take, but you did discover was magical, which seemed to be a spell book of sorts. And if you want, you can give me an intelligence check for that. Yeah, not much.
Get the bad rolls out of the way first.
I mean, you guys did roll like 5 natural 20s. last game.
We did last time. We did roll like 5. Yeah.
that was crazy, dude. That was so crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And about Valindra, there's nothing from what you've gathered from her or your own time that gives you any idea, unless you spent some time in Neverwinter. But even then, the elves of Neverwinter have always been a sort of high secluded society, though you can meet the populace every now and then. Those who are considered rich or powerful or even noble are very secluded from everyone else. So,
We should probably figure out what we're gonna do next. So, we could.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on. So you guys tell me what we're doing next.
Well, I was gonna say one option is we could continue to hunt down these red wizards like we were planning to, but odds are they're not gonna give us any new information that Indra hasn't already given us because they haven't been there that long. Or we could go find like some other thing, do something else to get stronger and level up. One money concern I have about abandoning the red wizard thing is we might lose favor with grandfather Satembi if he sends us to go tailor this and we just be like, yeah, we just kind of didn't feel like finishing it, so we gave up.
That's a good
That
point.
is one. I mean, I'm sure he'll understand that this death case takes high priority, but he has provided us with a lot of help, and losing
I
his
didn't think of
favor
that.
might not be a
That's
good
good.
idea.
well,
But,
No.
the acolyte speaks up, who did have the vision quest. Well, I did think we would probably it would be easier to find them than originally thought. I didn't think the trek through the jungle itself would have so many obstacles in the way. I'm confident that we were brought here for a reason, but though I do wish for us to continue, I wouldn't hold it against you. I do believe there are more concerning matters at the time.
What do we know about where they're at?
Well, there is another place that we could have gone, but we chose to go here, Mambala to the north.
Yeah.
And we figured that one out from the journal from the people that were eaten by that zombie dinosaur.
Yeah.
Apparently it's in the mountains, and there's an old hag that has a lot of knowledge about Chult.
Yep.
So they might be there looking for her.
A lone woman living in the jungle of Chol.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
no offense to company present, but I imagine that there's more to that story than just an old hag.
I would imagine there would be too, yes, but
We thought
that's
of
all
that.
we have to. But I'm just saying
And-
what we have to go off of.
What was our new ally's name? Valindra?
Valindra Shadowmantle.
Valindra, what do you know of the Red Wizards in the area? Do you know anything, seen anything, heard anything?
Not since I've taken residence here. I had experience with the Red Wizards many a times, being a adversary to them from Neverwinter. They are quite the formidable opponent to have. I would suggest that we keep an eye for them, but I believe that the acolyte in your party is correct. We should focus our attentions on the more pressing matters.
Here's what I'm thinking. They got here somehow. We're going to have to walk back, which I'm game to do. But if they're close, it may be worth checking out. We might be able to barter a faster way back.
There's no scrolls that are fast way back.
True, but didn't we
No.
want to?
They
Didn't
only go
we-
500 feet.
Oh yeah. But
Oh.
didn't we want to stop back off that cave where we came before? Because we
Potentially, yeah. So, Valindra, where do you know that they're not at in the local area? We have a map, right? Let's just like look at this map and be like, in the immediate hexes per se, as a
So you all have
ease of
you've
use.
all acquired a very difficult, like, handmade maps. You were offered a much better one. You never went to take from damn it, Sindra Sylvain. There we go. It was on the top of my head. She did offer a much more completed map of Port Anzaro.
Okay.
But the one you have is mostly something a combination with Eku and Azaka have kind of put of their own together, and they both keep adjusting it as you've traveled.
Okay.
And Villinger does come over as Asaka spreads the maps lines, and she looks at them, and I would have to say it is hard to tell. I myself, I'm still new to Choltz. I've only been here a few times in the last century. This place I've known of before, as a dear friend of mine had showed me on his pilgrimage.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. If I were them and skulking about, I would be searching for knowledge. And if they were not in Port Nanzaru, where you saw, perhaps this hag could give them information, but I am skeptical about dealing with
And
such...
the hag is back north of us, right? So effectively, the hag would be on the way back.
well, she's somewhere in the
Well,
mountains,
in the
not in the way we
Yeah.
came.
So
I mean,
you
we have to walk one way or the other.
technically yes, but she's on the other across. She would be the mountain range in which I can show you. I'll bring you to your player's map where you've kind of discovered some few things.
Is that the route we've taken so far?
Pretty much.
Much.
Why is
Yeah.
it different colors?
Different
days?
different
Because
sessions.
You got a problem with against different colors?
Different sessions to remember when
Yeah.
when you've traveled
So-
on those.
Why are they doing color?
Like over here?
We're right here,
Yeah, I know.
and the Mabal is over here.
Oh yeah. Well, that still might be worth checking out.
Sure,
It would add time getting back.
It would.
speaking up, she goes, if I had to suggest important landmarks that I've discovered, Mambala is one place. This hag could know quite a deal about the geography or stuff. but there's also a forgotten ruin near the Nisi Wastes, and she kind of points on the map. It's across this way, just south of Kirsabal. Azaka speaks up. Yeah, I know that one. Kirsabal is where the Arakroka are. Peaceful from what I hear, but
Did they take a prince's child captive or something?
there have been
That-
rumors. Yeah. It's
I
hard
think
to
that was way in the north, actually, not down south.
No,
So-
that's Kirshabal right there, over here.
Okay.
Oh
yeah.
I've heard the rumors myself too, but I don't really believe them.
Well, let me ask a different question then, and this is more towards our guides in my group. No offense, it's just we've had multiple different endeavors all lumped into this one exploratory trip. Remind me the rules for our test for the Emerald Enclave was just to return alive, or do we actually have to deal with the Thans?
No, return alive.
Yeah,
Cool.
we did just return alive.
I'm game for picking up our mithril or checking out the Thans. I think the Thans are a problem. We might be able to get something good out of them, like a faster trip back. But
So
we also might be biting off more than we can chew. And the mithril is very valuable.
well, since Valindra speaks up, I do believe that for my purposes and of you coming here, I've gained allies and being able to comb through the jungles and push through to Omo. But I do believe as well, as I stated before, that we will need time to adjust and bolster your resolve in case Omo is a much more dangerous place than you've seen before. I do suggest that we kind of culminate some of what we have already. We've been out here for about a week, and I do applaud you, but it is probably best that we regroup.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say we should probably head to somewhere where we can resupply and see if we can make any upgrades to our weapons or armor or anything like that.
Beer!
Take on something. Yes, we do need to get you out. We need to get you alcohol. Yes, don't worry.
Well,
We
this is
remember.
where getting the mithril and going somewhere would make sense, right?
So we should go get that. And I think Port Ninsal is the closest place from there, right?
Where's the mithril? Is that where that little yellow dot is?
That
Is
was
that
at.
where
I think that's the yellow dot right there.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
what it was.
I think it is too.
Camp
Um,
Righteous.
So
Yeah.
yeah, if we can get a boat to.
Well, we
only
did-
have a boat. We only fits
we-
only so many people.
No, we have a
That's
boat,
true.
remember?
That's true, but also, depends on like the current of like the river. If we have to fight it, it might just be faster to walk.
True.
So, but we do have a boat, so we could ride that down as far as we can before it gets more difficult to ride, to use the boat than to just go back and walk. So, yeah, but that's my idea. Is we should go and resupply.
Yeah, because we don't know how long this journey is going to be. So we should go back, pick up some stuff, join the Enclave, maybe get some more allies, and then come back.
Okay. We don't. I remember we talked about last time about doing some tests to help her gain strength or something.
Leveling up. Yeah.
Basically, yes.
Yeah.
Dungeon crawling.
That's true. I don't know. There wasn't the crap. What was it?
So let's make it the plan. Let's go back, get the Mithril, and then from there head back to Port Nianzaro, restock, see the next step that we want to do. Either help some more people, or go into a dungeon to see if we can test our might or how we can deal with difficult situations, and then see where we can go from there.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that
Also,
I think that's
Would
probably
like-
the smartest choice. But
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I
Valenza
feel like
looks
cut you
around
off.
and
What were you saying, Irvin?
She's just nodding as she listens to everything.
I mean, so you said you guys are going back to Port Nenzero? I missed that last part. Is that what you said?
Yeah, Portland, 'cause that's where the Green Enclave is at.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
do-
that works. I think that sounds good to me. Because also, I think I want to look into
I mean, we also
some better armor for like work in the water. for me,
Poncho of
'cause
hell.
Yeah, I
so-
was gonna say we do
Poncho
need to
of
go
hell.
back and get Don't his poncho. We need to get his
What?
poncho. Remember that, guys.
Oh, he wants his poncho. Yeah, that's true. And I would like I said, I want to get some armor that works. Maybe see about armor that works with
Yeah,
water.
and if we
Because
sell the mithril, we can get better, more expensive stuff that might be
Sell
like
the
that.
Mithril? Are you mad, man? Sell the Mithril?
Yeah, because it takes time to actually work mithril. We don't have
Yeah.
to-
What do you? We have a limited time period we can do things. What do you think we were gonna do with it?
Trade the
armor.
mithril for equipment.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like.
Or
Yeah,
enhance,
some- we-
or enhance the
Alright,
equipment with
so-
Mithril. They can.
Wait,
Are we?
Okay, let me
Are we
rephrase
stopping
it.
at
We'll use
Mambala
them.
on the way back, or are we
No.
going straight?
That's the
back
thing.
to-
That's like a mountain climb. I don't think we have the right
Oh, that's the
mountain
mountain climb
gear.
one. Okay,
It
yeah,
sounds like
yeah.
we're going straight back.
Yeah, we're going
Okay.
Yeah, but like I'm saying,
Okay.
we can use the mithril to upgrade ourselves. That's
Um,
what we'll do.
Azaka kind of speaks up. I know we're sort of going through this whole save the world kind of thing, and I'm 100% for that. Totally for saving the world. But I did have something I still needed to do.
Oh yeah, didn't you want to
is it
get your like
So,
Didn't you want to go fight like get something back from like a group that stole something from you?
Yeah,
Is it on the way back, or is it further in?
kind
Yeah,
of.
can you show us on the map where it is?
Kind of goes over to the
Finger-
map. She's like, and she goes, well, she's just south of here of Mesro on my last expedition. Right around, I'd say here, a group of,
I didn't see anything.
Yeah, I didn't see anything
Yeah.
either.
Here?
at the big gaping circle that's permitting,
Oh, right here.
Right there?
okay.
where I am doing it. Did
Okay.
not see Mesro? Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Oh, wait, hold on.
We saw it that time.
Yeah, we saw that time.
Okay.
So Mesro.
So we need to go to Mesro.
Well, not to
That's
Mesro,
clearly-
in the direction of Mesro. There's a. I was on an expedition with a few of the Emerald Enclave, and our camp kind of got ransacked by these petrofolk. These kind of like flying dinosaur creatures,
Yeah.
and they kind of stole a bunch of stuff, and one of it was a sort of family heirloom.
Well, what's our plan when we come back? Are we coming back here when we come back? Is that
Well,
the plan, guys? So once we go back
I
to Port
think we
Zero
would-
and once we journey back in the jungle, are we coming back to here? Or what's
I
the
think-
plan?
I thought the-
we're
I thought
going
the
back
plan
to
was-
figure out our next move.
Yeah, I thought that we were going back to Point of Zone. We'll figure out from there where we're going after we get back there.
we might not come back this way then. Okay.
Maybe,
We might,
yeah.
we might not. We have to figure that out.
So here's my question.
Anywho,
guides.
putting it on the map now.
How
should-
tall is this cliff?
This up here,
Where I'm pinging.
yeah,
Like,
pretty,
yeah, next-
pretty substantial. We're
Like, what's
looking at
pretty substantial? Is it
probably
like
1,000
500
foot.
feet? 1,000 foot.
So basically, before we will most likely die.
She kind of points out
Yeah.
and she goes, "So yeah, our camp was close to the fire finger, and if I kind of show you over here, it's kind of at the edge of this kind of gorge, and it's now it's not. It wouldn't be easy, but it looks like easy's not what you guys are used to, and I think from what we've kind of, I'm not saying we have to, but if we could stop by there, maybe I could either figure out a way to get it back, or at least come up with a plan for when I come back myself."
you guys want to do.
I will abscond in the middle of the night. Don't worry if we don't leave.
Thinking.
Yeah.
Because that's
really kinda put the
that's a
kinks
lot of
in that
mithril
in there.
too.
That is.
Yeah, I'm saying that's all the mithril.
If we went to both places, how far behind that would that put us?
Depending on your
That's a
route.
70-mile difference. Never mind having to go around.
Yeah. Well, you would have to go around from
Say like.
the heart of
get-
Uptau.
Would it
or
actually
you'd
make
have to
more
go
sense to go get the mithril first and then go to Firefinger and then take that, follow that river all the way up to Port? See that one?
Yeah, probably.
Wait, isn't that really like down that gorge? We'd have to figure a way down there.
Well, it's kind of at the
'Cause I
top.
think it makes more sense to go to the mithril first and then go towards the and then go. Can you see my line? It's not mine. How do I do this?
No.
Go there.
Go
yeah,
to the.
and then
cut over
exactly. You
here.
read my mind. Exactly.
Yeah, go here, cut over here, and then
Make,
climb
make
up
lightning
to it.
bolt. Yeah, make lightning bolt basically. Yeah.
I'm okay with that. How many days would that put on us, though?
More than a few. You're looking at probably 3 days to get across the safe side of the gorge, and then another week of walking.
Versus.
From the river, you shave time off, unless you're walking. If you were to walk, it would take you probably a week, if not less. However, to go from the cave to get back to the cave is 3 days.
And how much time do we have for this venture? Because
Um,
we tried to allot an amount of time to work with.
You had about 3 months. So
And we've been out for how long?
about a week.
About a week.
Oops, sorry.
I think we should do it.
What? Go to the mithril, then cut
Yeah.
over.
Mithril then cut over, and then it's gonna put us like 3 days behind or something. That's all. It's not gonna be like huge.
Well, 3 days to get across to the safe side of the gorge.
Which-
Now from Firefinger, from the safe side of the gorge to then Firefinger, and then back. You have
in
to.
about a week.
You're gonna have to find a way to cross the gorge again.
We should be able to just cross it right there.
Probably.
Where the
Crossing
river
it
pod
too.
is.
It's
Yeah.
all very doable.
Well,
Something we can
I
do.
suppose. Yeah, maybe. Seems like we could do that. Yeah.
Do the guys know about that? Like, I'm gonna ask them.
Let's do it.
Is it,
Let's get going.
We're just here to show you the safest route to where you're going. Where you're going is where
I mean-
it's up to you.
well, I'm saying like no. I'm saying would they know about a place to cross that? Like they would know where.
Would they know a place to cross from like this
There's-
pod here?
there's
Yeah,
Safe-
from
safe-
river
there's
to
safe
Ricky or whatever.
Bridges we could use to cross the river.
Okay.
It's just that everything in the center of the island is probably more dense with the undead and worse. I think, especially with our Archmage here, we should be safer. From where we've gone through. So
Well,
as long as we're practical, I think we can do it.
I say we do it then.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I think you should do it as well.
What do you?
Valindra
Well,
looks
yeah,
around. Okay, we'll do it. You should work on the decisiveness of being adventurers. I'll collect my things.
All right.
Thanks for the advice. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
More to come.
yeah. More to come.
Good to know.
So within you guys have been talking for about an hour, not 2 hours. It's about 8 at night, so you'd have to trek through the jungle at night, or rest now and prepare in the morning.
Well, let's
Should we
see.
go to bed early and go early? Wake
Yeah,
up
I
early and
say
go
we
up
wake
first
up
light?
early, especially since like 5 out of 8 of the group members can't see in the dark. Really?
Everybody can see in the dark. We've got
There's only
light.
one person that can, I think. That too. I
Oh,
like.
Own can't, and I'd imagine our guides and the acolyte can't.
I thought I could.
Can
Let
you?
me see.
Do you have dark vision?
I'm looking. I think I do. Let's do this. D Beyond. Tritons.
Anyways, but it's probably a safer idea anyways to just wait till the morning.
Owen goes, "Can I see in the dark?" and just like sticks his face into a dark corner.
Oh, wizard, everyone.
I thought they could.
But yeah, I still say
Yeah,
either way it's
60
the same.
feet.
Oh, okay then. Well,
Wha-
still, it's probably still a safer idea to wait till the morning anyways.
Walks out of the corner. Yep.
Yep.
Doldir's just laying on the ground.
I mean, unless anyone,
So we
Really
rest for
was-
the night?
yeah, unless anyone really wants to go out during the night.
No.
Nah, it's never a good
I
travel
think it makes
night.
more sense
Early
to
morning.
night
Early morning would be the best.
Early,
way.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Early morning. Yep, let's
Early
rest
morning
for
would
the
be the
night.
best way.
I think we wake up before light and to get ready to pack up and you know,
Yep.
shut off after light.
Yep. So let's rest for the morning.
Sounds
Yep.
Sounds like a plan. I will gather what I can, Valendra says. I will finish up some of these potions and should be ready by morning. I don't really need to sleep.
Alright, sounds good. I'm gonna go read my book.
Okay. So
Yeah.
Valendra continues to finish the potions from her alchemy set. Azaka speaks up. Okay, thanks. Appreciate this. Don't worry. If it gets too dangerous, we can leave.
Yeah.
Okay. And she goes out. She starts fletching some extra arrows. Eku works on dinner, and the acolyte kind of starts glancing through some of the books that are scattered about here. Owen tries to learn. You're doing the enchantment book, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to finish his book before I get back.
Yeah. Can I make an attempt on my spell book as well?
Sure.
Right. Yeah. Final charge.
Sure.
I can learn a spell.
Okay. Well, you learn. So this is the necromancy book, right?
Spell book of necromancy. Yep.
Okay. So you take probably another 2 hours in the middle of the night, and as you're reading the tome, you're starting to get you've nailed down the point of components required and incantation / will. The conjuration of certain spells using the weave requires not just the belief or the incantation or components. It requires the focus of all three of these to manifest these wizard spells. However, they continue to elude you for about an hour until you start to continuously read and delve into how you might supplement the power given to you by your patron to cast these spells. And as you do, you start to gain the story and kind of a little glimpse into the person who wrote this. And seemed to be a very low rung up necromancer within the armies of Rasnisi, familiar name that you've heard several times here. And he seemed to have information about the city of Mesro and the fact that he was on his way with the armies of Rasnisi to destroy Mesro, basically a week before the established date, and those were basically his last entries before the journal ends. Additionally, a voice creeps into the back of your head again as before, and you hear and feel a coldness starting to encapsulate your body. I need Make a wisdom
Yeah,
saving throw.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no. I don't want to do that, but 15.
Okay. So once again, especially with your connection now to reading this necromancer's journal, and your new awakening form of connection with Torm, the patron of the gauntlet you own, you feel the resilience and a calmness and a strength to overcome this. And as you're trying to get yourself out of that mindset and focus on the good aspect of Torm, you do overcome this hunger. And for a moment, you also shake the will to secrecy and feel the need to maybe tell someone, but you don't know how long you may have before the will of the weapon might darken that or temper that openness.
I'm gonna. Hey, Doldia, can I talk to you for a sec?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, what's up?
I just want to show you something, and I'll pull out the axe I took from the fall, and like, hey, so I'm gonna be real with you, man. I took this from that death knight we killed, and it's fucking talking, and it's fucking starting to talk.
You just now telling us or telling me?
Yeah, you're like in that secluded area in
Yeah.
the cave. You're like towards the cave mouth entrance, and he's just like, "Look, I got some crack. You want to see this?"
You just now telling me that you got this from the Death Knight.
Yes, but that's not the weirdest part of what I'm about to say. This fucking knight is fucking talking to me, bro. So that's fucking.
Has it done it before?
I mean, occasionally it does.
Bro, what is wrong with you?
I mean, I don't fucking know. I just took it because I thought it'd be cool.
Have you not heard of stories of people keeping secrets?
Not really, actually, no.
Boulder, is everything okay?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm not drunk. My head hurts.
All right, we'll try to keep it down. I'm trying to read my book, okay?
Yeah. I'll try to be more quiet. Sorry.
Listen, bro. I'm just. I'm gonna get Eldon to look at it when we get back to Port Nazario. I just like the shit was weird.
Everybody else.
I can't remember, but who all watches Critical Role?
It would just
me.
help.
It's just you.
I think it's just
You know what this is, right?
I'm done.
I haven't gotten around to watching.
Huh?
Who, me?
I said I haven't gotten around to watching it yet.
Oh,
I mean, I started watching it, but I haven't gotten that far.
it's okay. No
You guys
problem.
need
Rock
to catch
Sword.
up, damn it.
Yeah.
Anyways, like I was saying, I'm gonna get Eldon to look at it, bro. I just need to this thing's fucking creepy. It's all. I just got someone to confirm that it's weird as shit, right?
Yeah, weapons usually don't talk to people unless they're either cursed or enchanted. And seeing that we fought a freaking Death Knight, I feel like this is more on the curse side.
Yes, that's why I
Hopefully,
haven't used
you
it
don't
yet.
use it.
Yeah,
you
that's
don't-
why I've been refusing to use
Please
it.
don't use it.
I'm not. I'm going to get Eldon to look at it, see if it's
Because we
even
don't know what it can
worth
do.
removing a curse.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Tell everybody else that you at least have.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah. As you're all talking about this, casually from the darkness walks out the red-robed Melindra. Is everything okay? You seem
Uh,
to be
Oh, um, ye-
her like eyebrows raised, like in
I'm-
anticipation of
They're,
like.
they're off to
Yes?
they're off to the side.
Yeah.
Right? I was
They're
having a private
they're
conversation.
outside
I
of the
don't-
cave
yeah,
mouth, and Valendra's kind of walked off after finishing the last of her potions.
yeah, everything's alright. We're just talking about what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just talking.
Good. Well, that's good. Make a deception check.
Who, me?
Both of you.
Oh,
Nothing. What are you
Oh,
hiding behind your back? Nothing.
Nothing.
There's like the two
like
kids who
5-year-old
the two
kid
kids
with
who
your
found a
eyes back.
gun in the
No,
middle of the
no.
forest.
That's a natural one.
Oh my god, we're gonna get the other one. And then all the red. Last week was all green. This week's gonna be all red.
That's gonna be all red.
A natural one and a 1. Well, as you're both like trying to come up with the right, you say one story, then Doldir says a different, and then you just keep going back and forth trying to push the story to connect, and like a parent who's not your parent is just like, right, okay, well, not that it is any of my business, but if it's not dangerous to the group, I would at least say
Go away.
speak probably away from the edge. Petrofolk and other flying creatures might see this as an opportunity to scoop you up.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
yeah. Well, I'm going back to my little area.
Okay. Well.
Yeah, I'm just gonna head back in and just chill.
Well, have a good night.
Yeah,
I
you
don't.
too.
Yes, I don't require the sleep, so I'll keep watch. If you don't mind.
Yeah, sure.
Doesn't require sleep.
She's a full
Well,
full elf.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, probably should have included that part. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
High elf would never winter, 600 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So Valindra takes watch. Well, she takes the first watch. Azaka, I'm trusting, then takes the second watch. And Eku. And as the night progresses, you all get a good night's sleep. Restore your spell slots, hit points that you've lost. Some of you who fell off the rope.
Yep.
And wake up way before the sunrise, preparing to catch as much of the day as you can, and find yourselves maybe about 4 to 5 in the morning, gathered your equipment, made your way down the heart of Uktau, found the boat that you had stashed away towards the coastline, and are making your way back to the camp of the exile where the albino dwarves were. Bit of a trek ahead of you. Azaka comes up to Irvin. Why don't you lead us back and kind of test what you've got so far?
Okay.
I'll screw this up.
Okay, you take the front, and Eku will keep an eye on you. I'll watch the flanks, and keep an eye on our new companion.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Well, you want me just to like lead the group or something?
Yeah, just follow.
For practice.
Yeah, remember the path we took. Remember, follow the terrain. Look for broken ground, but remember, broken ground isn't a sign of something's been there. Just one of many things to culminate what may have been here. So, you got it. She kind of like fist bumps you on the shoulder.
Slaps me on the back.
Yeah.
Shoulder,
So quick question, since my spellbook has 3 touches, do I just pick one of these spells to learn?
No,
Right.
you learn all 3 of them.
Oh, I get to learn all 3? Oh, gonna be a while. Give me a minute to put them all in, so
Yeah, no
I may be quiet for a minute.
It's all good. So you add those 3 spells to your repertoire. Remember, as a warlock, you cast them at the highest level you can cast spells still. So just remember that. Some of them have effects for higher levels and some don't.
Yep.
But yeah, moving with that, you do pass the book off, and I'm gonna clear up. No, not that. Okay. So Irvin, if you can give me to start this day a survival check.
Okay.
Try to find the group's way back for the next day.
How bad did he roll?
We'll
Not a
find out.
1. Not a 1.
Okay. At least it's not a bad. He rolls a 1. We're completely lost.
So, Own, Bellador, Doldir, Irvin, you all find yourselves in the wee hours trying to get a jump start on the trek back to the Camp of the Exile. For the first 2 to 3
Keep doing
hours,
that, my bad.
you guys find yourselves making your way into the tree line, hoping to carve a straight line instead of following the coast. Irvin seems a bit confident in the path.
That can't be good.
And after 2 hours of hearing consistent sounds of creatures mucking about, not necessarily the undead, eventually you all run into a cacophonous sound of different side of primates, very low, high-pitched monkeys you hear, and as you do, you see jumping across tree branches and vines, kind of following the group's approach and taunting you all as you pass. A heavy cluster of these monkeys that are, some of them look to be very thin-boned, fur falling from their bodies, until you're all, as they're like jumping and following and laughing, they start throwing stones at the group, and basically being a nuisance for the next hour or so, until eventually you all find yourselves in very broken and difficult terrain and getting kicked out of the tree line. You find for the last 3 hours you haven't really made any progress. You're actually still at the coastline of the basin, in an attempt of Irvin trying to circumvent these creatures has kind of put you in a circle back the way you came. And Eku kind of puts her hand on her shoulder and goes, "Yeah, it's okay. I fucking hate monkeys."
Yeah.
It's not-
I didn't
but
count in a circle like this.
yeah, she does, though, however, go and point. She goes, "For now, we'll just follow the coast. But you're still in charge for now."
Okay.
Okay. So now,
Survival check or what?
one more survival check with advantage, as Eku takes some time to re-instill some of the lessons. So for the rest of the day, you make your way through the coastline, and basically what happens is you went into the tree line, and then you went this way, and then you kind of did a this.
Really?
Kind of. That was from your first roll, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Not your new roll. The second,
I thought
your
that was
second
the roll.
attempt,
Okay.
as you follow the tree line, you find the path back the way you came, and do make progress, finding some of the landmarks you have all marked before on your way. The corpse of that creature that you had seen before, that mass primate, is now nothing but a puddle, and not even the flies or swarm of insects wish to feast on it. It is basically just decayed and rotten flesh. However, you all end up having to take a pretty long trek through this coastline and feel the swarms of insects, and the long time it took to get here. End up having to use the rest of your daylight to find a suitable encampment site. However, it takes longer than you expect, and for the day, you don't get much further. You get one more round of rest for the group. Is there anything anyone wants to do during this night? Okay, go ahead and make a check.
God damn it!
As you're like reading through the book and you just start getting frustrated with this enchantment-based magic, Valindra kind of saunters over. Oh, that's right. You're a wizard too. She kind of has her robe close to the chest, and she's pretty tall, even for an elf. She looks over your shoulder. What do you seem to be having an issue with? If you don't mind me asking.
No,
Say,
I got this.
You can take a. As Doldir rolls over.
Out loud. I ain't gonna even lie.
Doldir frustratedly goes, "A man can't read," and rolls over. But instead of rolling over with a comfortable blanket, it's just this massive leaf he's found and been holding this whole time. Take a point of inspiration, Doldir.
Nice. Nice.
I already have a point. Oh well.
Now you have 2 points.
You have 1
I don't
point.
think
They
it's sure
expire
it's
at the
gonna
end
go
of
on.
the session.
Just one.
Yeah.
I've got this. I snapped the book. Said I can do this. It's okay. I'm fine. I'm just gonna go to bed.
Okay. No problem.
I'm gonna see if any of the other spellcasters here want to use the spellbook of necromancy. Either because let's see, Owen or Irvin, you guys want to use it?
No, I'm good, buddy. That's all you.
Owen, you want it?
As Arvin's trying to clean his holy symbol.
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah, I'll take it.
I'm in enough trouble as it is.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. So I'll give Owen the spellbook.
Okay. Pass him back the spellbook.
And I squirrel that away immediately.
Okay. Okay. Valindra, looking around at the group, goes, "Interesting bunch."
I'll learn real quick how interesting we are.
I'm starting to gather. How long have you all known each other?
Like as a group?
It's been a couple months, hasn't it?
About, yeah.
Loaded over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Waterdeep, the boat over, Port Nazaru. So,
Yep.
about 2 months now.
Yeah, that's been together as a group about 2 months.
That seems like a short amount of time to want to risk your own lives to save the world.
In hindsight, it does, yes.
Well, just remember there's strength in numbers. And I think you'll be fine. You've made good progress so far. To think you, without the means to teleport, without the means to fly, you've gotten to Port Nanzaru, trekked through a jungle of unknown and dangerous creatures, and it seems to me that you've made out well so far. You've basically made it to where I have been, and I've been on the case for almost the same amount of time, if not just a bit longer.
fortune smiles in our favor then.
I agree. Anyway, I'm going to look around, see if there's anything of interest I could use. And she just like turns and walks into the jungle. Azaka goes, hey!
That's that. Yeah, that may not be a smart idea.
Azaka just like, whatever.
I think. Yeah,
I
think she.
Yeah.
Remember this? So, I think it's. Yeah.
Yeah, I think she'll probably be fine.
So, you all gather and try to get a good night's sleep. The darkness of the jungle kind of settles in, and you can see the night sky above through some of the canopy. You can see stars of blue and white and distant, large yellow suns. Not of Faerun, just of what you've learned as probably other planes of existence mirroring back at the material plane. And there's a sort of slow glow of blue, a hint of blue that just kind of flows through the night in a pattern. And as the night progresses, I need everyone to make a perception check.
Okay.
We all gonna die.
Perception. Yeah.
So amidst the middle of the night, a cool, dark night, you all get to sleep a bit easier than you have before. You feel a coldness, a cool breeze entering the camp, and it is such a relief, almost like the beginning of winter when sleeping is just so much easier because of the comfort of the temperature. Irvin and Bellador, you remain asleep, knocked out. However, Doldir, throughout the night, and despite the coolness, you still have the consistent sweating of needing sustenance. Water won't do it, food won't do it, and you haven't fought anything in a while. And Owen is wrapped around, not able to sleep through various means of, how the fuck did that kid read the entire spell book before I finished the first one?
Motherfucker's trying to show me up.
Bro, I'm still laughing at that, man. I'm sorry.
And he's trying to get it out of his mind. Owen, you wake up, you just pull out from your satchel the book of necromancy. He's like, it's probably just easier. Necromancy is probably just easier than fucking enchantment magic. You're just combing through the pages and looking for anything you can gather. And both of you are subtly awake as you see Valindra standing at the edge of the encampment, maybe 70 feet away from the group. Just in the darkness, the crackling of the flame is sort of dying down, but she's standing at the edge towards the northeastern side, more on the eastern side of the jungle, and she's standing still and looking at the group, and she has a hand up. What do you all do?
Are me and Owen close to each other?
Sort of. You both kind of notice you're both awake. Look
No,
towards
he laughed at me. I'm on the other side of the camp from you now.
Okay, kind of. So you're probably you're closer to Valindra than Owen is. You look up and see her, and she kind of has a hand up, like almost like live long and prosper in a way, but like open palmed, and she's just like steadily has her hand up, and is sort of like trying to get your attention, but like very cautiously.
Okay. So I sort of crawl to her, so all fours.
She kind of, as you're trying to move, she kind of pulls her hand towards you to get you to stop moving, and she
Okay.
whispers, "I would try not to move, but prepare to move as fast as possible."
I'm gonna look around. Like, what am I not picking up on here?
You can both make a perception check, I'd say, with advantage now.
Okay.
Oh yeah, this is gonna go well. Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay.
Show off.
Owen, as you're trying to gather and look around for creatures or some sort of undead, there's a soft silence around the coldness of the camp, and you don't pick up anything specifically, as the darkness still, despite your dark vision, doesn't illuminate anything. But Doldir, though the darkness itself obscures, like, dark vision doesn't give you the ability to discern perfectly what is out there. You can see the perfect shape and of the tree line, of the rocks. You can see almost as you would before, but there's something you're missing until you see the flickering of the flame around the campsite starting to go cold, and around the encampment you see what seems to be a blue tinted fog encroaching on the campsite. Now maybe only 60 feet away from everybody. It has slowly been encircling it from the west, from Own. And now Own is only like 20 feet away from it. And it's slowly wisping through the leaves and the terrain towards the group. And you notice that the flame in the campfire turns green.
I didn't see this. You said just
You don't
Doldir?
see that, just Doldir.
Okay.
You actually see the green flame just moments after Doldir.
Huh.
She goes,
Let me reiterate. Do I have enough to make any kind of knowledge check?
"Make an Arcana check."
Motherfucker!
What is that number 3 now? The
You
third
just
one
hear-
happened?
Huh.
He can't read. He can't see. He can't get no kind of information.
Keep it up, Boulder.
Dead in the water.
Keep it up.
As as Doldir's kind of charades explain blue fog coming, Owen's just fucking making fun of me as he's just gyrating in place, just trying to fog, waving his hands to create a fog. It's not even good. And it's just and then he's just humping the air, and he's just coming, and he's here, and Owen's just the fuck is he talking about? And then you see the campfire turn a dark green, and you don't know why that's bad, but you just go, magic. And immediately, as you are the only two up, Valindra, staring at the group, starts muttering an incantation. And Doldir, you see the fog just rush towards the campsite and try to overcome everyone. As that happens, Valindra mutters out very fast, throws her hand forward. Owen, you turn only to see the blue fog slam towards your face and immediately slam into a force field. As it does, it encompasses the force field and starts reaching over and surrounding this dome around just this western side of the encampment. And Valindra just goes, "Run!" And with that, I need everyone to click your tokens.
We ain't got no field, so I can't click my tokens.
And then roll
Work on it.
initiative.
He's working on it, I'm sure. There it is.
There we are.
This is
Hey, not bad.
Owen, man. Owen.
Oh no,
What? My token, I can't. Oh, I'm
What?
wrong.
you're in the wrong thing.
There we go.
okay.
Work on it.
Use your inspiration.
So with this, as immediately this cold blue fog slams into the force field in front of your face, Owen. Valindra calls out, "Run!" Immediately, sweat and adrenaline start to beat down you. And Doldir, you get to act first. You see the fog slam into a force field, but there's still very little light here. From your perception check earlier, you see that it is coming from the Aldani Basin, this wave of blue fog, deliberately encroaching into the group. As it does, what do you do?
I go wake up Irvin and Bellador.
Okay, you rush over. You use all of your movement and start trying to get them to wake up. You touch on Irvin, scream at Bellador, start yelling at the camp, and slowly, with moments, people don't vigilantly try to wake up, but you do start getting their attention. Azaka snaps open immediately, along with Eku. That's your turn. Bellador, you are woken up by the sound of Doldir screaming for everyone to wake up. You see darkness surrounding you. You hear the angry dwarf berating you, as he does always. What do you want to do? As soon as you wake up, you see Valindra with her hand reached out towards Owen, a force field around the encampment, and a blue fog pushing in towards Owen.
Is the fog only in one direction, or is it like completely surrounded
It's
us?
completely surrounded the western side of the group.
Okay, then. Screw it. I'm gonna head towards the east then.
Okay, you run towards Valindra. Valindra's on the eastern side of the encampment, casting a spell to keep at bay this fog. With that, it is Irvin's turn. Irvin, you wake up as well. You see, as you're getting your attention, Doldir screaming at everyone to awake. There's panic in the encampment, and as that happens, Azaka gets up, grabs the acolyte, and starts screaming at everyone to flee. With that, you see Bellador run right past you, and towards Valindra and the eastern tree line.
Is anybody east of me? Am I like
Valindra.
or near me? No. So
Owen's on the west, Valindra's on the east.
And the east, or well, the fog's coming from the west, rather, right?
It's coming from the west.
Anybody west of me then?
Owen.
Oh, just
I'm
Owen.
added.
Just Owen.
Like,
And
if
if you-
it wasn't
are
for
you
the
awake?
force field, I'd be dead.
Oh, what is it? What's going on? Oh, can I help him? Like,
You see Owen and a force field ahead of it, like just protecting him, and a fog starting to push past what is a very large force field, but now is spilling over the top of it and about to descend and fall into the encampment.
Okay. I follow Bellador, I guess.
Okay. As you see Owen about to be swarmed by it, you immediately start rushing towards the direction everyone else is running. You see Azaka grab the acolyte and go, "Leave that!" And she drops her bag on the ground and transforms into the were-tiger you've seen her transform into before. With that, you just hear her picks her up and then just starts running past Valindra deeper into the jungle, tucking the young girl basically like a football in her arm.
Jesus.
That's pretty badass.
So
Rumbles.
with that, Owen, you're up.
Cool.
You see basically this very thick arcane barrier ahead of you, but as you look up, you see with the bit of dark vision you have that it's peeling over the force field and looks to be crawling over the top of it like smoke and about to pour into you. What do?
I still have no idea what this is, right?
Not from the natural one, and it's pretty quick what's going on.
Cool. I'm gonna
Yeah.
look at it, stand up, cast gust of wind at it.
Okay.
Does
Make the
the
spell.
thing for gases. If it's a creature, it'd do something different.
Mhm.
And depending on what that does immediately is going to depend on what I do next.
Okay. Make me an Arcana check while casting the spell.
And a 1. Oh, pretty bad.
It's not bad though. As you cast the spell, you immediately push back the presence of the fog in front of you, what was seeping over the force field, and push it off of it. You see that you very forcefully just grab it almost by its mass with both your hands extended on either side of your face, all fingers extended, and then push, and you feel the breeze pushing like a variable torrent through the force field, but it doesn't penetrate fully the force field, and the fog continues to encroach over it. You redirect the torrent and push what is trying to seep over from gathering at you, but as you're starting to see and feel the presence of this, you notice that the fog, though you're creating a wind tunnel ahead of you, is passing past you for many feet away and encircling. This seems to be a very large fog that you've abated from your direction, but is encompassing, from far as you can tell, at least 100 feet in every direction.
Well, I'll move away after the party. Keeping
Okay.
the spell up for a minute.
Okay, as
But,
you continue casting spell, you
to be
start running
clear,
back. Mm-hmm.
Is it dispersing the gas, or is the gas a creature?
The gas is not a creature, but what you're doing is
It's just a lot of gas, but it's
what
not
you were
like...
what you were seeing is basically this shape of fog encroaching towards where you were, and you've basically redirected all of this in this tunnel. But however, from the sides, you see that the fog is still finding momentum and moving independently, not by just one mass, but as this omnipresent just collective just coming towards the tree line.
But it's not like it's a sentient creature is what I'm getting at. This is like an effect. That's
It's
going on.
hard to tell at the moment.
Going uphill would be smart.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yes. So with that,
Get to higher elevation!
exactly. As you call that out and start running, you feel that you are safe, and it's pushing you back that way. Pushing the immediate way. As you rush towards Valindra, she goes, "One more moment." She ends the spell, grabs you, casts Dimension Door, and
Yep.
you go. As soon as she grabs you, you just caught off for a moment. Wait, what? And you just blink out of existence for a moment, and then reappear ahead where Azaka, Doldir, Irvin, and Bellador are already running. She could probably have teleported you further, but not knowing the direction everyone's going, this was the safest choice. You just feel yourself just brief sense of wind just pass through you as you reappear, and you just see a bunch of people running towards you.
What's going on? What is it? What was?
Azaka's just like, no, keep going, keep going. She's like linebacker, leg over leg, just running past all of you.
Jerry Rice.
Yeah, pretty much. And she's just like, keep going, you fools. Kind of Full Metal Chimera voice. And just keeps running with the girl tucked into her.
I follow her. Yeah,
okay.
Keep following.
At the top of the round, Doldir, since you're all basically out of the vicinity and have you expended spells to give yourself a basic lead on this, you can all act independently. What would you guys like to do? The fog is still pursuing basically the entire tree line from what you've gathered. Maybe for miles. You don't know.
How fast?
You don't know, as you have gained since you all decided to leave in the first round, you have there's no it is not gaining on you from what you could tell so far.
Okay. What's going on, guys? What is it? What's the
Deadly fog, I think. I don't know. Don't ask questions, just run. Black man mortality, just run. I'm gonna head up.
dwarf mentality.
I'm going to specifically ask the guides who've lived their whole life, like, what the hell is that?
As Echo's just running, she goes, it's a mad fever. Just keep going. I'll explain when you stop.
I'm fucking booking it.
Yeah.
Okay. As you've kind of tempered some of the gain you've had talking and moving at the same time, you all notice Azaka is well above, ahead of you, stops, turns back, and as she does, she goes, not that way either. And you see blue fog coming from the south and cutting off the path she was running. You are now all headed more north, east, deeper into the island itself. I need everyone to make a round of athletics checks.
Straight up athletics checks, okay.
Yes.
Athletics.
Oh, bro, what's good?
All right. Yeah.
Okay. Irvin, Bellador, you're still tired, shaking. You have too many questions. And because of that, as you're running through, you slam into trees, trip a few times, and lose momentum. Along with Owen, you're all at the back of the group now, as Doldir is just just fucking
Jumping from tree to tree.
Yeah, just like he's doing the whole Naruto talking while jumping through tree lines. You don't know how he's not hitting a tree.
Behind him, like,
yeah, you don't know how he's not hitting trees, but the man is one sick monk, and he's just. You all trip, lose momentum, get yourselves back up, and continue running.
Wow.
You all need to make a round of dexterity saving throws aside from Doldir. So.
Nice.
Wow. Oh damn! Dude.
Wow, nice. Everybody saves.
That's very fortunate.
Well, we still have it, yeah.
You all trip, seeing each other, hearing each other. Some of you sprain your knees, but there's no drop certain things.
Keep running.
As you do, you see, turning back with some of your dark vision, these little wisps of blue tint in the darkness. Very hard to see, even with dark vision. But you see this tint of blue swarming towards you and pushing through branches and the grass itself. You even hear the moaning of zombies as they start to rush in, rushing into your direction. As you do, you stiff arm and push past them, all of you. And slowly start to gain momentum with the rest of the group. Finding yourselves for the next 5 minutes running through the jungle with Azaka, Valindra, everyone. You all start to slow down momentarily to see which direction. Azaka stops, looks left, looks right. You hear the sounds of the monkeys that were harassing you the day before. And as you do, you see a bunch of them jumping basically on your flank, away from the fog. But all of you make a perception check.
It's not a natural one. It's a 2 minus 1.
With everything happening, you see a bunch of the monkeys trying to run out of the torrent of fog chasing you, but they all get encompassed into it. And instead of seeing what happens to them, you all continue running. I need everyone again to make another round of athletics checks.
Oh no! Oh no!
Can I use my inspiration?
Yes, you can.
Oh, dude.
Oh, that one
That's
uses two.
Hold on. Does that mean we rolled 5 natural ones in this one session?
What my inspiration was what, a D6?
Your inspiration
No.
will let you re-roll the.
Okay,
So
so I'm using it.
yes, that now would be a good time.
Yeah.
Natural 1 again.
7. Still not bad.
As you
Still not
think
good.
back at that moment you gained it, you're like, he can't read. And you immediately trip and eat shit into the ground. All 4 of you trip and fall, face planting into the ground. I need you all now to make dexterity saving throws. Irvin with disadvantage.
Oh.
As Dolder, you fall, plant yourself into the ground. You feel the cold ground as you spit up some dirt. Bellador, you drop your sword from the side, and as you do to go grab it, you grab it by the hilt and want to tie it back on, but have no time. You start to continue to run, forgetting and not even concerned of what may have happened behind you. Owen and Irvin, as you both claw and grab up to try to get out in time, you feel a cold shock to your system as your brain is filled with this unforgivable, unrecognizable cold pain. Oh, sorry. It's 3. You both take 8 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
As that happens, your brains go ice cold like a brain freeze that you can't shake, and you try to keep moving and do push yourself out of the fog and keep running. As you both do, you feel a set of confusion wrapping around your brain, but you fight it and move forward. As you do, you see Valindra once more ahead of you, goes, keep running, and she just goes, yes, and then another force field behind the group appears, and she calls out, just keep running, I'll hold it, I can reach you, just keep going. And she just holds a large, substantial force field right behind the group as you all continue to run.
Just keep running.
I need everyone to make one more set of athletics checks.
Yeah, it'd be great if I could pass one of these checks. That'd be great.
Yeah, me too, man. I feel fine by athletics.
Well, it looks like I have no
Oh,
modifiers, so
fuck
it's just
me,
straight up for me.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
With that, the group, no problem, Owen. With that, the group, you do stumble a few more times. You fall into the ground. You get yourselves back up, noticing the fog is not really behind you anymore. You see the darkness fade from where Valindra was as your dark vision and no light sources cast by anyone allows you to see much more than what's just ahead of you. You continue to run and run for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 25 minutes,
Oh shit.
and eventually break into Azaka, winded, dropping the acolyte to the ground, looking around at the group. Winded but still stoic in her were-tiger form, this large humanoid creature, as she goes, I think we're safe for now.
What?
We're gonna need
What's
to
that
set up some light.
fog?
We don't know where we are in the jungle yet.
Light?
I'll cast light. I'll cast light on my
cast
shield.
Okay.
I cast light as well on
You both-
my shield, though.
You both cast light on your shield and illuminate a perimeter. You see that you are in the dead center of the jungle. You don't hear or see anything recognizable aside from the occasional birds chirping in the distance, the sound of undead rummaging through and probably attracted by your sounds of fleeing. But for now, without even Valindra behind you, Owen eventually taking up the rear and catching up to the group, very winded. You all look at each other, looking to see if this is over. And moments pass. Moments pass. And you are safe for now. And with that, we're gonna take a break.
Okay, we're taking 5 or 10 or what? How long?
It'll take about 5 to 8 minutes. 5 minutes for I just need water. But yeah,
How about a 7.7 minute break?
sure.
Okay, see you guys in a minute. Take a short
Okay.
break.
You're right back.
Sorry, what did I miss?
You
We're
all
safe for now.
you're safe for
Get
now.
tricked, and we made it safely.
We're in the middle of the jungle currently, and Valindra is not in sight. However, you have all run for about 25 minutes and are safe for now. Bellador and Irvin have cast light on their shields, but you seem to be lost in the jungle for now.
Like we all are?
The group together.
Yeah, we're group. We
Okay,
have no.
I thought
We
you
don't
were
know
saying
where
like
we are.
I'm lost in the jungle. I was like,
Oh,
oh,
no.
that's not good.
Yeah, that would be bad.
That would be terrifying. But for now, we're gonna take a quick break. So
Okay.
I will be right back, and yeah, we'll get to it. So, in the middle of the night, in the middle of the jungle, you've all been able to successfully now and safely gather your breath after rushing through the jungle to get away from whatever this mist was. I need Irvin and Owen to roll me a 1d100.
As soon as I have
300 you
control of my computer. Come on. Anytime now.
And then Belinda, or whatever her
Valindra.
Valindra, she's nowhere to be seen, right?
Yeah, we don't see her.
No, you ran
There we go.
well past her. So, as you're all gathering yourselves, Doldir, Bellador, and Azaka, you start to hear Own speaking, murmuring a little bit, to the point where he's sort of talking low, almost like a paranoid person in a way. But to you, Owen, you're trying to speak to the group, but everything you say comes out as basically incomprehensible babbling.
Okay.
Oh no.
Do I hear this? Do we all hear it, or?
You would, Irvin, um, if
Okay.
you weren't stunned in the middle of the forest, unable to move.
Oh, I'm stunned.
What?
As
So
they're all
wait, is
trying
he?
to gather what's going on with Owen as he's just trying to talk and he's just constantly babbling, um, inexplicably. You'll notice that after Irvin casts light on his shield, he's kind of stoically has just been standing and staring off in one direction.
Oh no. He's gone stupid.
Are you okay, man?
So what? Am I like, bro? Like
You
am
are
I
just
able to think?
stunned.
Kind of like.
You are staring off into the distance without focus, without consciousness, eyes wide open, staring.
Oh.
Nothing is going on in your mind right now.
So he can't hear us, basically. Or at least he can't understand what we're saying, right?
What do you do?
Thing. I don't know what I can do to help the situation.
Don't look at me. I'm not no spellcaster. Ugh. So we got one that can't talk, and then one that can't move. Man, that fog really messed them up.
I'm gonna turn to Azaka and be like, okay, can you explain what that just was? Maybe that will help us figure out what to do.
That was the mad monkey fever. It's transmitted through the mist, inhaled through the lungs. I've never seen it move that fast before. Never has it moved that intently, with such speed. And she looks over towards the... Oh no, they've been affected by it, haven't they? And she rushes towards Irvin.
Something's wrong with them.
She takes a couple of moments to start looking through Irvin. Owen, you are very aware of
Oh yeah.
what you're trying to say, but it's coming out very
It's an actual thing people do that you can have if you've got a brain injury. It's called word salad.
Oh.
Like, you've got grammar, but none of the words make sense.
Well, we're gonna call it Mad Monkey Fever, as
Sure.
per the page 256 of the Dungeon Master's Guide.
We're gonna call it we're gonna call it what I want because I'm in control.
Hang on.
It's the death curse. It's not Corona.
Coronavirus.
It's
So
a
do I get
curse,
any
not
kind
a
of,
virus.
Can I fight it, or yeah? Can I try to
No.
resist or do anything? Or... No.
You are just stunned.
I'm gonna ask our guides, is there anything we can do to help them?
Actually,
Does it wear off? Do you get some kind of medication?
Aku looks around and she goes, I have something that could help them, but we kind of left most of our stuff at wherever our campsite was.
No.
That's
I do have one solvent to cure, but just to cure one of them.
Cure.
so. Does this mist usually stay around for long, or does it dissipate quickly?
I've never seen it act like that before. I don't know. It's very easy to avoid normally, but it's very dangerous. It seems to cast the mild madness on the mind of any who come across it. Luckily for them, they've only been exposed to it the one time. Several interactions could have lasting effects.
So, let's see. So we can use the solvent to help one of them. but will it wear off as well if we just wait long enough?
I don't know. At least 6 hours is the rough estimate I could say that these effects usually last. If they were only exposed once, it should be temporary. I also don't know, but that we should at least put Irvin on his back, so he's not standing.
Well, I was gonna say, if we gotta use the saw, I suggest we use it on Irvin. That way he'd at least, if we can at least move. If everyone can move, we can move
Yeah.
somewhat. If we use it on Irvin, that way we don't have to drag him around everywhere. Well,
Yeah.
And
Sorry, Owen. You're gonna have to be.
I mean, I don't-
For a while.
Thumbs up.
I want to help you get both you guys, but if we only have the one, at least we can all keep moving if we give it to
But
Irvin.
at least you get a chance to read some more, or at least try to read.
Rolled azure berries.
You don't know what that was, but he feels like you might have been directed towards the old deer.
Of course, it's directed toward me.
I'm gonna take a quick look around the surrounding area, see if I can find any signs of Valindra.
Sure. You're trying to go out into the jungle a bit, or just look around?
Like, just, like, not too far, like, a small bit away from the group, but, like, not enough that I couldn't, like, very
Make an
quickly get back.
investigation check.
There it is. Natural 20.
Nice. After about 5 minutes of searching through the jungle, very carefully, you comb the jungle, and mind the gaps of various traps. You probably didn't see that you passed by before. But you don't find Valindro. However, you do find what looks to be a very large head made of stone, carved from a boulder. And it looks to be a mouth agape, with its tongue out, not horrifically, but kind of covered in vines, and the tongue sticking out seems to have what looks to be some shining gold within the mouth, and about a few different offerings sprinkled around the bottom of the base. What look to be like pottery statues. Some have been cracked.
Know anything about this statue?
Make a religion check.
Yeah, that's a 7.
It has some familiarity to it based on what you found in the recent exploration of Chult, but nothing comes to mind.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably should go tell the others about this, so I'll head back to the group.
Okay. Turning to the group, find that at this time, Aku has given the antidote, the antitoxin she spoke of before, to Irvin. And about 5 minutes later, Irvin, your muscles and consciousness return to you, and almost no time has transpired for you. You've cast light on your shield and didn't look ahead, and you turned and instinctually asked, "So, what was that fog?" Unaware of anything that has transpired so far.
Okay. So what was that fog,
For
guys?
you. It paralyzed you for a minute there.
Say what?
As
Yeah,
I'm
I was right here casting light, like we were just checking stuff out, like.
as I believe it was called the Mad Monkey Fever, something like that. And well, Owen over here can't seem to talk right, and you kind of got paralyzed.
Really? How did you guys unparalyze her then?
Aku had a solvent that helped.
Oh, that's fortunate. Do you have more? How much do we have?
We only had the one because we left a lot of our stuff back at the campsite when we ran away.
Actually, do you know how to make it, or something that we can make with things we find out here in the jungle?
Not necessarily. It's the antidotes I spoke of before that we bought about 3 of those in total for the expedition. So
Owen holds one up, an anti-venom.
not anti-venom. It says antidote.
Anti-venom.
So this one, this was the antidote that you all that you pushed 50 silver a piece for. She had
Oh,
one.
we've got 4 of them. Yeah.
4 of them.
Yeah, but they're back with
Yeah.
our stuff, aren't they?
Yeah, so the other
And she
3,
used.
she used 1. The other 3 would be with the camp.
Oh, they're back at the camp.
Yes.
Yeah, because we ran away
You all
without
didn't.
cleaning
You
up all
didn't
the stuff.
grab your everything. You didn't grab all your bags and your tents and your the water and the food
Does-
and start running. Otherwise, that would have been a totally different. That would have been a
Yeah.
totally
Yeah.
different.
Totally
skill challenge.
different.
Question about the fog. Anybody that knows about it, does it only come out at night? It's also during the day. Does it dissipate?
It normally
Really?
comes out only at night, and from the Aldani Basin, it's very easy to avoid. But that was unnatural.
What time of day is it now? Would it be worth it to go back and get our stuff, guys?
Well, actually,
do.
there's something I found is some kind of statue of some offerings over there, and I
Okay.
couldn't really know what it is. So I think it might have something maybe to look into.
It's nearby.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Let's go.
Okay, so you all find your way to this large statue of a head. It's basically carved from this massive stone boulder, and there seems to be a mixture of offerings. There's gold within the mouth of this. Basically, it's like a bald head, very opal or oval-like, and the mouth has this tongue sticking out from it. Very seamless and rough. There's a few gold pieces in the middle of the mouth, and what looks to be a ruby-sized gem, tucked into the cheek, just rolled in. It's not like a perfect standing up. It's kind of tilted with vines growing over it. And there's also a bunch of different pottery on the ground of other offerings. And you also do notice that there is a very large, not larger than normal, but intact bottle of wine at the bottom too. Just seem to be a mixture of offerings.
Can I do a religion check, see if I
Sure.
recognize what this is or what it's for?
With a 20, you
Yeah.
get the idea that this is an offering to whatever deity this is supposed to be. It kind of reminds you, if you've ever seen Yu-Gi-Oh, of the Ojama.
I've seen that.
creatures.
Which one? A yellow, black, or
I'm
blue,
trying to
green?
remember if it was yellow, but it basically
That was
reminds
one
you
of the
of
long eyes.
it has this mouth kind of just open, slack, and lazily, almost like a smile, but its tongue stuck out. And it's just of stone, but it looks to be something people may have prayed to before a long time ago and then offered simple things. But there is quite a bit of interesting things here.
Would I know, if I take them or look through them, would that be bad luck or?
Depends on, from your experience, the gods tend to have their own ideas of when to intervene. As you being a paladin, you would know that some deities do grant power to people. Maybe if it was a trickster domain god, but it's hard to tell.
What kind of? Sorry. Excuse me, pardon me. So what's all the offerings? Is there anything like interesting, anything noteworthy that I see, or
You see a bottle of wine. You see gold in the mouth, and what looks to be a ruby as well, in like the rolled into the back of the mouth, kind of like because it's uneven, so it's like sunken to the side, and it's kind of like nothing is almost as if it was built to stand straight up, but then has grown since the overgrowth has it's kind of pushed it to knock it over.
or settled into the earth? You know, like,
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, thumbs for offering anything, guys. For I don't know what god this is or deity. We should probably just leave it be.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about going back?
We don't want to upset the gods.
Yeah, I mean, if we run into a lot of weird stuff out here, I don't want to tempt anything at this point. What do you guys think about going back? If it's safe to go back to get to our old camp and get our stuff.
Yeah, I think that would be good.
Probably should, yeah. But also, we have no idea what Valindra is.
Oh, she's missing? I didn't know
She's
that.
not with us. No.
Wow. Okay.
That's why I tried to. I looked around. That's why I found this thing. I was trying to
When did we get separated?
find it.
While you guys tripped, she was holding back the smog.
Oh, for the shield. Yeah, the shield she cast. I thought she ran with us, but no.
Actually, it's an altering of the force wall spell, as you hear her coming from the shadow of the darkness.
Oh, cool. We ain't gotta look for you. You good.
Yeah, that's sweet.
You see the darkened robes, the auburn, more the dark red than like auburn, but like the gold engravings across it, and she comes out. Yes, it was interesting.
You didn't get infected by that, did you?
No, it didn't touch me.
Okay.
So what do you think about the idea of going back to our camp to get our stuff if it's safe or when it's safe?
I would assume that until the fog dissipates, it would probably be encompassing our camp until morning.
That's what I'm thinking. So it should go away in the daytime.
I'm hoping, yes.
Well, is there? How tall? Do we know how tall this stuff went? Like how high it reached?
Not necessarily in all the commotion and the running. It would be very difficult to gauge.
Yeah, I was trying to gauge it, like if it made sense to climb a tree to try to like rest and try to encase it, like so it would be
Definitely a possibility.
All right, guys. Well, maybe we should climb some trees and get some rest.
Yeah.
We can till it's morning to see if that settles.
Okay.
All right. I'll look around for a tree, like tall tree that has like areas to.
Okay.
Hopefully Owen doesn't have something important to communicate before then.
Yeah, hopefully not.
Why? Has something befallen Owen?
Yeah, he got caught in the mist periodically, and now he can't seem to talk right.
Laser banana.
And apparently I was.
Her eyes kind of like confused and interested. Interesting. She walks towards him. Hello, Odin.
Hi.
The words keep coming out babbled. And she goes, that is interesting. She just pulls out a book, starts writing things down. How are you feeling?
Well, mostly, like pancakes and yes.
Is she studying?
No.
She keeps writing things down.
It's like turning and dawn and it tastes like purple and
What is your father's name?
Periwinkle.
And your mother?
Not tree.
And can you recite the alphabet for me?
No.
I was just thinking of like that Family Guy quote. He's like, I can set the up under
Yeah.
a second.
Okay. And she's like just continuously like writing notes down. That is fascinating. A fog
Quick question.
that contains either its own confusion or madness. Debilitation.
Quick question. Since they gave me that antidote, do I feel any residual effects or any kind of
No,
anything
you
special?
feel
normal?
very, very tired.
Very tired. Okay. Well, I need to get some rest, guys. I'm gonna look for a tree.
Okay.
Climb the tree.
It's very easy
Use
for
my
you
rope.
all to find, very manageable to climb and get somewhat comfortable. Some of you do run into the occasional snakes and insects disturbing and annoying your respite, but you find yourselves in the middle of the night trying to get some sleep, taking high ground in the tree line. Valindra looking around, just continuously writing notes in her book in the middle of the campsite, and Azaka still in her were-tiger form as the acolyte goes, thank you for that. I appreciate it. You're welcome. Stay close.
Now keys.
As you say that, Azaka and were-tiger just slow looks towards you.
Banana.
She leaps into one of the trees. Just. So,
I go to
Yeah.
sleep.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm gonna take some rope. If I have rope, and tie myself so I don't fall out of the tree.
Yeah.
And
okay.
try to go to sleep.
You all find yourselves trying to get some sleep in the wee hours of the night. Exhausted from running, tired still, as you cannot find a very easy place, manageable place to sleep for hours until eventually you do find 3 hours sleep here, turn 2 hours sleep here, turn no cold side of the pillow, turn over and over again until the morning comes, and some of you still very restless wake up into a new morning, a new day, amidst the middle of the jungle, unaware of where you are. And as you wake up, you feel the sprinkling of something wet across you.
I can peed on it, Mike. But it's raining.
God, not only, this also brings up another important question. Does anyone remember the way back to camp?
As the rain starts to
No,
settle
no.
in,
For my life.
Azaka goes, it's gonna be harder, now in normal form, it's gonna be harder to find our tracks back in this rain. We should probably get moving, either back to the encampment or try to find out where we are.
What do you guys think? You have a preference, or should I flip a coin?
We should probably
Can I
try
talk now?
As you wake up, Valindra is standing over you and goes, "Morning, Owen," and you respond in your own words, unabated.
Let's get our stuff because it had all of our food.
Yeah, we're gonna need that.
As the rain is starting to beat across all of you,
All right, well, let's
starting
bury
to
them.
get wet.
Yeah, time
Let's
is
get moving.
outside.
Everyone get up and let's start moving back.
Okay. About an hour of trekking yourselves through the wilderness, you stumble across, for the first time since you've been in the jungle, you see a couple of lone undead skeletons wandering the vicinity of you, trying to get back to your encampment. As you see them, they're adorned in what to be look like very basic shield and sword. Long fallen skeletons that walk with these hardened bones and their feet kind of indent into the ground and look towards the group. You can see their mouths and jaws starting to open, and as they do and wander towards your direction, a stream of gray bolts of magic energy, very reminiscent of your magic missile spell, just from the tree line and scatter them across the wet ground now, as Valindra is just reading her book, turning pages. You can see the rain dipping into the pages, but not soaking into the actual text or damaging the ink. And she just pulls out a wand, fires off a couple of arcane missiles, and they destroy the skeletons. She retucks the wand in and just continues through her notes, writing as she goes along as well.
Quick question. Did I get a full night's rest?
Yes.
Oh, right. Well, that would still be that. So.
Right then. Well, since the skeleton's not in the way, let's keep moving.
Mm-hmm. It's about an hour and a half till you find the campsite that you had the night before. Everything seems to be intact, nothing looted, nothing pillaged. However, a lot of your effects seem to be very soaked in water. The food rations seem to be have leaked through and been spoiled, including what was supposed to be that night's dinner. The last of the boar you hunted a few days ago, but it has been saved by Eku. Most of your food has been reduced by half by now, and everything else seems to be intact. Your tents, your bread rolls, water supply, as well as the rain catchers have already caught up most of the water of the day, and Eku is refilling everyone's canteens along with your water supply. You gather your things and realize there's not much more for you to do here, and try to find the path back to the camp of the exiled. For the next 2 days back, it is very tedious. You don't run across anything out of the ordinary. Following the path and trail back, you pick up some things, Irvin, learn how to navigate through the rain, and with that, you all find yourself, after 2 days, back at the camp of the exile. Now about 4 days now, from when you left the heart of Ubtao. Longer than you expected. However, you have run through across some things. So, you find the cave abandoned. You see that the tents, however, have been ransacked and torn apart. You notice that there are a group of zombies that have kind of made up and encompassed this area. You all take some time to slowly coordinate how you're going to take them on, kill the zombies that have taken over the encampment outside the cave, and pile them off in the corner, and retreat to the cave as the rain continues for 4 straight days without stopping.
Oh my
God.
Ever so lightly, you hear in the off distance fading lightning as the water continues, and all of you return to the camps sort of depressed, have not gotten a good night's sleep in a while. And finally, at the campsite, find only now that you have all received 1 point of exhaustion. As you
By the way,
realize
that
that
kid.
you haven't actually had a good night's sleep since you've left the heart.
No.
How do I put in a point of exhaustion?
You might have to add it like on one of those sidebars.
Okay.
Those little
Yeah.
square bars.
Where it says like
Exhaustion.
other resources, I just
Yeah.
put one.
Yep, cool. Thanks. Crap, I keep fucking writing something.
It's all good. So, back at the cave of the exiled, you dig up the mithril that you had stored here before, and set up camp one more time, and talk and strategize, knowing that the rain has persisted, hoping that it will dissipate, has not come true, and it continues to do so. So, as a group, now returned to your previous camp, what would you all like to do?
Take our stuff and keep moving towards the cave.
You are in the cave.
Oh,
Right,
we got
cave.
the all right. So I go get the mithril.
What time of
We
day?
dug up the mithril.
Yeah.
What
I
time
do
of day?
everything the DM said we just did.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
It's okay.
I guess it's time to make our way to the crevice then.
Well, let's take stock of our. Is there anything in this cave that we can use? Let's take stock of our supplies.
Shelter to rest. What time of day is it?
Probably should.
Hard to tell. It's about midday from what you gathered, and with the light kind of showing. But it has been a gloom grayed sky for the last few days.
It might be wise to rest while we can. Is it dark like it's nighttime?
No, it's about dark
We
gray.
can still see without torches.
Yes.
No, we better keep moving. Well, what do you guys think?
We
think
got
we
one
should
to
take
rest
stock of
here,
our-
man.
Well, if we're sticking to our plan of going to get this heirloom back, we should probably keep moving.
We could
That's what I'm wondering if
also
we can do
stay
that.
here the night. Go ahead.
I'll try and figure out if we have enough rations and stuff to do that for supplies. So
Yeah, I was
think
thinking
we
about that too. We could stay here early and bed down and spend some time hunting.
That's not a bad idea.
So-
Try to hunt, to get as much food as we can tonight.
What did the guides
Take it.
think?
It's Azaka. It's not a bad idea, but I could hunt and bring back something if you all want to kind of recuperate or think of what needs to be done.
That
I'm
would
sure I could
probably
find something.
Be safest
Okay.
in the short term.
Well,
are you gonna go alone? You feel
it's
wise?
it's
or
better
that's good?
on my own. I can
Okay.
avoid the dangers I can't handle on my own. It's
So
okay.
I think we should do that and then make our plan for make stock of our supplies and make our plan to move tomorrow and rest. Get a good night's sleep. 'Cause I don't know you guys. I'm exhausted.
I'm exhausted too.
We're all very tired, so maybe rest is a good idea.
All this rain. And then maybe we can. I would imagine with all this rain, there's no mosquitoes though. Our bugs will probably calm down, right? So at least we don't have bugs.
For the most part.
Just to be fair-
Resistant to water. Stabs Irvin. Crit.
Just
I mean,
as you
there's some
said, a
bugs. I remember
swarm
the
of
flying
insects
ones.
attacked Irvin.
Roll sneak
Come
attack
on,
damage.
Roll for initiative.
Roll sneak attack damage as you didn't see it coming. So Azaka leaves to go hunt and is out for about 3 hours before start to get before it's noticeable. You're all resting, sleeping, taking time, gathering what you have. You have the mithril, you have the gold. Valindra seems to be writing down in the ground a series of arcane runes in the dirt themselves, and then sketching things into her journal. And you notice that her tome is very heavy. It's almost like, if you could tell, maybe 10 or 20 pounds in itself. And she carries it with as if it's so weightless, as if a light novel. She turns pages and starts to carve into the dirt just these different symbols. And then casually just closes her tome, brushes out what she's written, and looks about in the tunnel. I mean, in the cave that you're all in.
What's that? What are you doing? What is all this? I point to those rooms.
I'm just experimenting. Do you know?
Can you enlighten me?
Do you know the language of the weave?
Did she say the language of the weeb?
She slow cocks her head like an owl towards Doldir. The weave.
Oh, the weeb. Gotcha.
Yes.
I'll walk up and start reading it.
From what she hasn't disturbed already, you see a different symbol for divination that you are familiar with, and one of conjuration that you are unfamiliar with.
And they're like written together, or
From what she's already written down and then just kicked to like, kind of like she's done with it and like kicked the sand in which she wrote in. That's all
Okay.
you really gauge. Like you can see that it was clearly a symbol for divination and then another for conjuration. But
whatever. I'm gonna go read my book.
I have my own things to read.
As if he can.
Ooh.
Eat it.
How many is that now
3 out of 3, I think.
for the enchantment?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So with that, you do clearly now read Eldon's notes on how enchantment-based magic requires a continuous chant to solidify, a continuous repeating of the same word for something to last. Different than the divination spells or anything else you've cast. It requires continuous effort to instill and create duration on spells. More often than not, things you've casted are very instantaneous. And by the end of it, you close the book and you're like, I got you now, motherfucker. And
Yeah, that's right. I didn't need no help. I got this shit. What spells did I learn from that? It was friends and bless and what?
the spells,
Because apparently it's not in my inventory anymore.
it should be.
It should be with the items in the.
Spellbook of the Enchanter is Friends, Bless, and Sleep.
Good.
You could walk over to Doldir and like, I'll put him to sleep now.
Oh, took you long enough. Reverse psychology.
I cast friends on Boulder.
Okay. You cast Friends, and you, as you're talking smack to him very casually, you start to have a wave fall over you, Doldir, and you're like, "Oh, that was mean. Why am I so mean to him? Oh, he's such a good
mean
guy.
person.
He's such a nice. Not only he's such a nice guy, but he's a wizard. It's hard to be a wizard, man. He's smart."
some way.
And you just intently look at him now, just waiting to like see if he needs any help with anything.
No, that's it. I'm just basically flipping him off because as soon as it ends, he's angry at me.
I know. Well, it still lasts a minute, so
So things just pretty much go back to normal.
Boulder, you'll get it in 1 minute. I'm gonna go back to reading my books.
Okay.
And going to bed.
Yeah. As he walks away, you just feel like, okay, yeah, good, all right, yeah.
Yeah. That motherfucker.
And then a minute later, you're just like, you just like turn around like the kid meme where he like has the note, he reads the note, and he's all happy, and then it's like, fuck you, and then you just turn around intently towards, yeah, fuck that guy. Fucking wizard.
This is a game? This ain't no game. No motherfucking game. I'll kill him one day. Just not today.
You're gonna beat the old man to death.
The old man would.
Man that can't even read.
Oh.
Don't over here like, even I can read. Anyway, after about 3.5 hours of Azaka being missing and hunting and all that stuff, you hear
I hide?
You know what? I'm gonna go check out what's making that noise.
I thought I was trying to like hear what? I didn't hear anything. So I was like,
just hear this heavy.
I'm gonna hide inside the cave. Actually, I wanted to sleep inside the cave.
You're in the cave.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna head to the mouth of the cave and see what's making that noise.
Okay.
I'll accompany him.
You both, Irvin and Bellador, as everyone's still in the cave, walk towards the entrance. You see the spattering of the gray sky with the rain constantly pouring down across the outside. You see the tents basically broken, and you see the tree line, and you hear the and you just see the trees just as nonchalantly and slowly trees are being pushed aside, and then some are even snapping and breaking off.
You cut out when you see the trees. I heard the trees and I cut out. Like,
something's breaking down trees out there.
Something is moving through the tree line, and you see that some trees are falling and tipping over.
Oh shit. I don't know what that is. I don't think I want to find out.
I don't want to find out. Let's just go tell everyone be prepared just in case.
And we should all be really quiet. Not, try to,
Okay.
Until I go back and tell everybody what's going on.
Okay.
And try to
You return inside to let them know of what's been going on. Aiku kind of gets up. Probably another one of those T-Rexes.
Oh yeah. Well, judging by our encounter with the last one, let's leave it alone.
Oh, but last time it was weaker.
Yeah, but this might be a good opportunity to see what we got. We can always retreat.
Aku's
And
like,
You want to fight? You want to fight
How
the
big is the
T-Rex?
cave? I kind of do. If the cave is the cave smaller than the T-Rex, where we can retreat here and be
maybe
safe?
it is small,
What do you guys want to do?
but it does have a high ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of
I mean, we can if you
gets
want.
smaller as it feeds into the cave.
Got to go further in.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's up to y'all. Like, y'all want to give it a shot or just let it go?
Echo
Have
kind
we
of stands
rested
up.
yet?
Can we not take lightly fighting in the jungle a dinosaur? As
It's not the next day, right?
it is not.
No.
Yeah. So we have disadvantage on everything right now.
No, just ability checks.
Ability checks.
I thought it was like attack skills too.
No, that's
The next one. Okay.
It does stack and get really
Oh yeah.
difficult.
Points of exhaustion are real bad.
Yeah, the first one is disadvantage on ability checks, and then it progressively gets worse. I won't say what they are.
Yeah.
eventually
Albeit
just
to
stop.
say the last one is death.
Yeah, I know. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I played a
Think,
barbarian.
think
Barbarian once.
the gates from Naruto, and
gates.
yeah, the 8 gates. Once you unlock that last one, you're just done.
Unless you're
Oh.
Naruto, you can insta heal.
Yeah, I know, fucking bullshit ruined the whole fucking. Anyway, let my man die with dignity.
For real, guys should say work Mada now, bruh.
Anyway,
Work them.
anyway.
He's like, no, you're not gonna die today. What?
I'm like, what?
So,
Come on.
what's-
All right. So anyway,
What's the consensus? Are we fighting this thing?
If we have a point of exhaustion, we might as well just rest and let it. If the DM wants it to come fight us, he will make it come fight us.
Now he's gonna do it just because you said
Echo
that.
kind of nods her head and goes, yeah. And
I think it's also either we fight it or we're going to end up calling the game early. Because we're not going to get much farther, right?
Echo's
Probably
like,
not.
are you all suffering from mad fever? I don't understand these words.
Well, if you guys
Let's
wanna
just make
go-
a quick vote. Who wants to fight the dinosaur? Say I.
I abstain.
Echo goes, no.
Really just type I in the chat, Evan.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. Well,
Did you guys vote?
I could go either way.
me too. I can go either way.
Echo just gets
So I
up
think-
and goes, I'm vetoing this. We are not fighting anything today in the middle of the jungle while it's raining, while you're all exhausted, and Azaka is still out there hunting. I would say I am hijacking this and stop.
All right, we're going night, y'all.
Alright,
We ain't
okay.
fighting tonight.
Alright.
Yeah, that's a
Go,
good
go.
idea.
Okay. Take all the
Yeah,
fun.
just like talking about fine.
Guess we won't fight the T-Rex.
Yeah.
Yes,
Come
we
on, see how
won't
it
fight it.
goes. That's what's funny to watch the dwarf get thrown around. So see if that happens. Nimbus left.
It's gonna be
Alright,
funny
well,
until that's
it's rest, I
one
guess.
time it's a finishing kill. Then we're fucked.
Yes, but
Yeah, so
Anyway,
we should rest.
you all decide not to, as Echo suggests, and after a while, the sound of the footsteps go silent, and nothing comes of it, save for the return of Azaka eventually, as she comes into the cave, removing her hood, and empty-handed.
no.
I was
What?
interrupted.
No luck?
No,
Was
Oh.
it?
I
Let
was.
me guess, by a T-Rex.
How did you know?
We
Came
saw-
around. It came near here.
Yeah,
Yeah, we saw it.
I hunted one of the dire boars, pretty close to the site. Not bad, but my arrow didn't kill the beast. It started to wheel about constantly. Drew the ire of the undead, and of course the T-Rex. And I was not hauling that beast back here. Even a piece of it. The blood would have just drawn it back to the camp. So I am returning empty-handed.
With the drawing a T-Rex to us. So
Mhm. Told you guys we should have fought the T-Rex.
Oh no, that would have been a stupid idea.
I'm very determined to fight a T-Rex, Irvin. I'm kind of concerned for you.
Yeah, well.
2 days
I have
later,
a-
it's just like the T-Rex drives by, picks up Irvin, swallows him, and runs away.
It's like the scene from the lawyer sitting on a shitter. I'm just leaning against, leaning against the tree. I was leaning against a tree doing my business all of a sudden.
And it just picks Irvin up, runs away. Everyone else is like, until dawn, hiding behind a wall as it happens, and it just like takes them and leaves.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway,
Fine, guys. We don't have food. We don't have rations. We gotta either try to hunt
No, we
again.
have half rations.
yeah, you have half
Half
ration.
full.
Yeah, you still have enough.
How many
to
days?
eat.
For how many days?
You have about 7 days left of food.
That's
Okay.
enough time to get
cool.
home. That's enough time to get home, guys. Not without a detour.
That's
So we
enough
either have
time
like,
to get home. That's enough to get from to Port Anzaro from
to Port
here.
Anzaro. Yeah,
not
from here
the-
to Port Anzaro.
With the detour,
And
we
that's
don't
the-
have enough food
yeah.
for that.
Well, we
That's
could still
sweet.
get food along the way.
Yeah.
Because today we didn't doesn't mean that we should detour.
No.
That's why we got provisions in the first place, is for the days that we can't get something.
Yeah, man. If
Yeah.
we would have killed that dinosaur, we would have had dinosaur meat. No, I'm joking.
Exactly.
Zaka's
I would've been
nodding,
my
very
hunting.
depressed in the corner. She's nodding at Dolder like.
We could have
Well.
had T-Rex. We could have had T-Rex burgers.
We got
I was gonna say.
T-bone steak.
I
The
was
T-Rex
just gonna
bone
say
steak.
T-Rex T-bones. I was just gonna say that.
Yeah.
They get some T-Rex chops. Some T-Rex chops. T-chops.
Yep.
Some of you may notice that every
Wah, wah.
time you guys say something outrageous, Valindra kind of repeats it in her head, but in a low voice, just T-Rex chops.
T-Rex chops.
You just her very thick elven and royal accent just goes T-Rex chops.
She's just making of all the stupid shit we say.
Pretty much.
So did we sleep? We haven't slept yet, right?
Yeah, let's not. Yeah.
All right. Well,
I'm about to go night.
should be.
We have
Huh?
any idea what time of day it is?
It don't matter.
It's about
I'm going
midday
night.
from what you could tell, but you're all have not found a good night's sleep since you left the heart of Utao. You're very
Yeah.
exhausted.
Or-
You,
In the cave here, let's try to get a good night's sleep.
This,
so
yeah, this
I'm
cave
going
would
to
be
bed early.
very good protection. So yeah, let's get some sleep.
I'm sitting all the way in the back of the cave where I dug up that mithril.
okay.
I'm gonna cover myself up with those wooden planks.
Bars? Yeah, no, the bars. The bars of mithril. That's your blanket.
The bars of mithril, my brain. Ooh, them heavy, bro. Can't
Hey,
breathe.
they're pretty
It's a
heavy.
weighted blanket.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was
Jesus.
gonna say.
Oh my god, dude.
Just call me Rock Lee.
As you all gather a good night's sleep, for the first time, dry and comfortable, you have your bedrolls, you hear the sound of rain softly outside. Ever so often you hear more heavy footsteps of the mighty dinosaurs that walk the jungles of Chol. You all come to a moment of deep sleep. I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw.
All right.
You son of a
Oh
bitch.
no! It was only a matter of time before I
Zero.
felt a wisdom saving throw.
You said all of us, right? Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
I'm tempted to foresee that he rolls an 8. I'm so tempted.
17, baby.
Damn.
Your face.
Who, Bellador?
No, me.
I got a 7. He got a 17.
Would you like to?
Motherfucker says that I can't read.
Would you
I
like
bet
to?
that bitch can't even sleep.
Would you like to?
He already rolled. I can't. Doesn't matter.
Okay. So, Bellador, as everyone
no.
has slept in, and the embers of the fire start to become low embers, footsteps in the night. You hear them. Very faint footsteps. Until you see Doldir sleeping. What looks to be a set of 6 mithril ignites as a pillow. 2 by his feet. 1 in his hand.
Bro, I can't stand this.
And as he is on the ground, you notice that in your hand is the axe of the
I
exile.
knew it.
On.
God.
Oh no.
God. Mm.
And as he's sleeping,
He gonna kill me. I'm dead, y'all.
you look at him, and you hear the words creep into your mind. Now, feed me. And that's where we're gonna end it.
No.
No. I'm gonna kill a dwarf. Oh no.
You kill me, I'm killing you.
I will say that it ends quite literally with you stabbing him with the axe.
Yeah, I think.
And we're gonna end tonight's session there.
Really, I get stabbed with the axe.
Yeah.
Basically about to
You
get.
can't read, motherfucker, can you?
But yeah. Anyway, with that, we end tonight's session with you gripping the axe with the purest intention to strike into Doldir, while everyone is sleeping in the middle of the night, and to sate the axe that you have been holding this entire time. But yeah, with that, we're gonna end tonight's session. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that.
I knew it was only a matter of time.
I swear to Jeebus. You kill me, I'ma haunt you.